everyone, welcome. My name is Elmo. It's good to have you along. Today I'm taking a look at the Boss Angry Driver, which is a dual overdrive pedal made by Boss and JHS pedals in conjunction. So it features the Boss Blues Driver and the JHS Angry Charlie. It costs quite a bit for a Boss pedal, but is it any good? So we'll find out soon enough. Okay, so welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the Boss Angry Driver, which has been made together with JHS pedals. So it features the Boss Blues Driver and the JHS Angry Charlie. The Blues Driver is kind of softer overdrive for a bluesier type of sound, while the Angry Driver is a high gain plexi type thing. And you can use these, the two pedals in the one pedal, either one at a time or simultaneously running one into the other or parallel. So it has quite a few features. Now, it's built like a Boss pedal you would expect, and it's rugged and reliable. I've never had any trouble with Boss pedals. It has, I think they're called dual concentric pots, which means that it has double knobs for each drive, tone, and so on, so that you can control the JHS and the Boss virtual JHS inside the pedal separately and dial in different tones. It also has a remote jack, which means that you can control added features with a separate foot switch. I'm just using a regular whatever I happen to find in the studio, but you can use a Boss foot switch for that. So let's dive right in. What else do I have here? I have a mahogany Strat with YJM Fury pickups. I'm using a Marshall 50-watt plexi. I also have a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, just as a point of reference for you in case you're new to the channel, so that you get an idea of what it is I'm normally after, what's my normal regular sound. I'm interested in more sounds than that sound, but that's my main sound. So here's my clean tone. Okay, I have a delay as well in the effects loop. Now, here's the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, just so you get an idea of what I'm normally looking for. So, that's the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive. Let's go straight to the Boss, and let's start with the Blues Driver. Everything is set to 12, and you should be able to see a second camera here, or not the camera, but the Boss pedal, and the blue light indicates that the Blues Driver is on, and the red light indicates that the JHS Angry Charlie is activated. So everything at 12 o'clock, and here's the Blues Driver. Sounds very nice. Let's add a bit of drive and output to that. Okay, so now drive and output are at 3 o'clock. I don't think you can see it on that screen, especially not if you're using a phone to watch this. That's quite a lot of gain for something that I thought was going to be mainly a blues thing. I'll add a bit of tone to that as well to brighten up the top end a bit, and a bit of drive. Okay, so tone is at 3 o'clock, drive is on full, and output is on 3 o'clock. There's a bit of a kind of distortion-y buzz going on there that I'm not entirely sure about. I'll just check with the Fender. Well, maybe not, but the Angry Driver is definitely a bit more fat. I'll add tone all the way up, so we'll see what that sounds like. Okay, there's a fair amount of gain going on here. Now I'll drop drive to 9 o'clock and keep the output where it is and see what that sounds like. I'm not entirely convinced by it. It sounds quite nice, but there's something going on with the sound there that I'm not totally sure about. I'll switch over to the Angry Charlie now, and everything is at 12 o'clock. Okay, this feels more like something that I would like to use. I'll add level and drive, put those up to 3 o'clock, both of them, and see what that sounds like. Alright, so I'll add a bit of tone to that as well. So the tone up to 3 o'clock, that might be visible on the screen there. Okay, this is definitely not bad, but at the same time, it's not my thing entirely. It sounds a bit better, I think, than the Blues Driver sounded, but don't know. It sounds like it's a bit dirtier than I like. I like a more singing tone. It's like there's a bit of buzz going on there. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it might be down your proverbial alley. Now, like I said, you can use a foot switch to control, so you have either the Blues Driver or the Angry Charlie, and so one instance would be where you have a slightly less overdriven sound on the blues driver and a more overdriven sound on the Angry Charlie, and switch between those, so you could use the foot switch for that. Now it's in the Angry Charlie mode, and then you just switch using the foot switch. Sorry, rather I think you use the Boss itself, the Boss pedal, and you switch the whole pedal on and off with the foot switch. So here it is on, and there it is off just with the foot switch. Now if you have it on, you can press the Boss foot switch and you switch between modes. That should be visible on the camera there, hoping my GoPro works. Okay, so there's something mushy about this pedal that I'm not entirely sure about. Yeah, but like I said, you can also run one instance of the pedal into the other. Now, in this instance, I'll go blues driver into the Angry Charlie and see what that sounds like. All right, so instantly I had way too much gain going on, so I just dropped stuff down. I have the tones up a bit, but I've dropped gain and output on both pedals. Here is just the Angry Charlie, because you can use that alone in this mode with the help of the foot switch. I think it sounds better with the gain backed off a bit. Both gains are now 12 o'clock. Sorry, the Angry Charlie is at 12 o'clock and the blues driver is at 9 o'clock. So here is the blues driver into the Angry Charlie. That sounds quite nice, actually. It's still not up there with the Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, and not quite up there with, where do I have it? The Strymon Sunset that I have behind me, which I like immensely. I'm probably going to do a comparison video between this and that at some point. But definitely a lot better. Now, let's do it the other way around, so that we have the Angry Charlie into the Boss. I'll just, as a point of reference, I'll just switch between the two modes, starting with the blues driver into the Angry Charlie and then the other way around. Like I thought, I like the first one more. In this mode you can of course have only the blues driver. I'm not entirely sure about stacking overdrives, but I have the impression that you should put the lower gain thing first to push the other overdrive a bit more, and in this mode, the way I have it set up now, it's the wrong way around. Anyway, I'll check out the parallel mode as well. That means that you have both pedals kind of going in parallel, so they're not going into each other, they're just going out, and you can blend them with the level control and kind of like on a mixer. But let's see what this does, by the way. Yeah, you have either the JHS, or you have both, or you have none. So here is the parallel mode with both overdrives engaged. Okay, sounds quite good, this one as well. Still, not entirely my cup of tea. I'll just switch between the parallel mode and the blues driver into the Angry Charlie to compare those two. Honestly, it's not bad. It's actually quite good. And it's built like a Boss pedal. It looks like it will take a beating. And it sounds nice and so on. But there are a couple of things here that, well, for $200, I don't know, you could maybe get something else. Not sure if I would pay $200 for this, except that I did. Silly me. Well, I'm doing the review. The one thing, compared to the Strymon Sunset, which admittedly is a bit more expensive, but one thing compared to the Strymon Sunset is that you need a noise gate with this. This is with the noise gate off. Now I have a noise gate going here. And if I put the blues driver into the Angry Charlie, this is what it sounds like without the noise gate. That's a bit of extra noise right there. So, in conclusion, it has quite a few features. The Angry Driver is definitely quite a versatile thing, especially if you have the added foot switch. But on the other hand, you could do this with two pedals and have a cheaper option, unless you're running them parallel, because that would require extra all kinds of stuff. But still, you could do this with two pedals. It's kind of fun to have them in one, but yeah, I've tried the Strymon Sunset. I've mentioned that now a couple of times, and that has two buttons and an extra where you can an extra favorite option where you can store one favorite and control with an extra foot switch, so that way you get more options on the go when you're gigging. Now in the studio this might be great, but and on a pedal board gigging it should be fine. It sounds very good, not entirely my cup of tea, but still very good. I mean, my taste is not kind of a judge of everyone else's taste. The good thing about this is it's all subjective stuff. But for me, as a kind of quick demo, not my pedal, might be your pedal, which is great because it sounds very good indeed. Now, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please press like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, let me know which mode you liked the most, or if you like the Yngwie Malmsteen more. And If there was something I missed, please let me know, because this was just a quick demo. I could spend hours just fiddling through different sounds with all the pots and knobs on this one, but like I said, that would be a very long, many hour long video at worst, and this is YouTube, so most people have already clicked somewhere else. So that was the Boss Angry Driver, and that's the first one that Boss have made together with someone else, JHS pedals in this case. And I've tried the JHS Moonshine, which was a great pedal. But I'll leave you with a bit of noodling on this here pedal, and I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you in another one. And take care. See you. Bye.